carino, so you start. So, the thing about life and design. Why I chose this title for this new thing that I'm trying to get out there in the world? Because for me, what I do is about life, no? So the things that I design, it's not about the design on its own, but it's always about people.
The lifestyle of people.
Not even the lifestyle, sure, the lifestyle, but then it's about people. So, what they want, if it's a shop, if it's a home, if it's an office, whatever. And it's not about decorating. And you know me because
it's about reflecting the person.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So, with you, we had the chance to meet for a shop.
Right.
That I cannot even imagine you with a shop anymore. Because you should okay, yes, this, no. Yeah. But actually in the beginning you were like really enthusiastic about that, no?
Yes, of course, as one should be when they start a new business. And I remember when I first time I met you, when you basically were we met, and it was an instant connection was there. Like right from the beginning, we started to talk about how I see the shop, and you came up instantly with ideas. So there was this instant connection. We understood, or you understood what I wanted and how I saw this project and what I wanted to see in the design. And you even came up with the name we had, but you came up with the logo. And it has been wonderful. I mean, that someone, I think the most difficult part is if you talk to any kind of designer, or that they understand where you're coming from and what your goal is, how you wanna see the project. And a lot of people also have problems of imagining what they want. So I think you very much picked up on my ideas and instantly were able to basically put them into a design and start with a little drawing and some inputs, which then also helped me to actually go further with my vision that I had, and also start there a little bit and create it for myself, and understanding where the thoughts and the vision I had, how that could actually look like at the end. So that for me was really the connection was the most important, and that you understood that where I was coming from and where I wanted to go. So in that process, I felt very much protected as well, and also enlightened with what you proposed.
Nice.
So that was for me hand in hand.
Oh, that's nice.
How I felt about it. Yeah.
And I did feel the same, but on my side, you came and you, in fact, you had the name. But of course, the moment that it's like love, I think, because when somebody comes, especially with you. Yes, it was like, it was like it was at first sight love. It's true, because you came with your friend, Maria, and you were there both, no?
No, I was there alone. Maria recommended.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so you came there, and your smile, the way you were dressed, your open heart to things, your open mind. You can, at least I can feel that of people almost immediately, no? And when it's about work, then I already, in that moment, I said, I think I'm going to become friends with this person.
And we did.
And we did. Not only we did, I feel, the other day I came here and I cooked for all your kids and, your husband that I love. And the friends of your kids, and they enjoyed it, and I really felt being at home. Yeah. Now, this is what I think, a matter of life and design, for me, it's not only about, what happened after between us. It seems like, a lower thing. But it's that moment that I think of magic when you meet people. People meet on Tinder, on the thing. Sure, you have this connection, I'm talking about, sexual or whatever. But for me, it's such an emotional thing that meeting people like you make my day, and then you're part of my life now. So I don't want to make it too heavy, but the truth is, when you arrived and you said the name, I immediately went there because I'm a creative person, thank God, because that's one of the things that I have, at least.
And I think that's something that a lot of people need. They need to feel that basically you have
You
that
get
flow, you get them, and you have that flow
Yeah.
of ideas and that creativity for them. Basically, as I said, because a lot of people struggle with the imagination and how something will look
Yeah.
at the end. So I think that's very important that you basically help people with their vision or help people with their ideas.
Or help people
Yes.
to have a vision too, no?
Exactly,
So the brand that was called Apple and Pie, that we won awards and everything. Remember when the marketing people were like, "Why Apple and Pie? These shoes for children. Why do you think that this?" I was like, Anita, just let's go with it. Believe in it, and it was,
But that's always, you always have that, with people asking why is this name, why this brand called
Always.
like that.
So who
But people
cares?
get used to the name, and people, it's about the product and it's about the service.
And it's
you
about the
bring.
identity.
Exactly.
So that's where
I agree.
I really it's identity. Apple Pie. We already said it. It was so cute.
Yes,
And-
and it reflected
Yeah.
the design of the shop.
Of course.
It was reflected
So
in
nice.
the name and everything, so it was really
So
nice.
nice.
Yeah, it was really.
And then
Yes.
you and your wonderful husband, you came to me saying, "Oh, we bought we took this nice home in Vienna. Here it's too far. We have this architect there, and this is what you want to take a look." And I was like, "Sure, nice." But if I really, really need to give you a really good advice, I have to see it.
Yeah.
And you or Carl said, "Well, go." I said, "Really? Okay, I'm gonna go." And you were like, "Really? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go." So I went, I came back, I showed you, like, okay, forget about the other architect, let's do it together.
Yes.
And that was another joy for me because
No, but the reason why is because we obviously had trust in you. After firstly,
know,
we were
I
very
know.
good friends. Then we trust your taste, and we knew that you understand what we wanted. Although we didn't have a clear idea, the only thing we knew is we wanted a house to be full of colors. That's what. Because we like
I remember,
colors.
it's true.
So that's what we said. We wanted to have every room be different and have its own design and its own look. That was the only idea we really had. That
I remember.
so that you basically walk through the house and it's a little bit like yes, Wonderland. So what's the next room gonna be? And everyone has their own, also to reflect the children's character, our character,
yeah.
and then also what was important to us is because it's a house from the 1890s. We wanted a mix between modern and still keep the tradition. So that was the challenge for you to have both, to combine these two.
How long was it? 3 years?
5 years ago.
What?
Yeah.
No, but
it
the
took-
whole thing lasted 3 years, no?
The building and everything lasted, yes. The construction and everything took 3 years.
That we had
yes.
headaches for many
Yes,
moments, but then it went so, and now it's fantastic.
Yeah, no, it's a wonderful home, and everybody who comes feels so homely there, and they feel like it has such a good aura, the whole house. So
But
I think.
that's even where it is, that it's nice.
No, but it's also inside. Of course, it has a beautiful outside garden and terrace. But even in winter time, when people are inside and friends and family come and visit, and including us, it feels really homely. It feels like it has a very good atmosphere, and you walk from one room to the other, and I think that makes it so special. And the colors you chose, and again with that project, we had our vision, but you were able to pick that up for us and really make a wonderful home. So
That's nice. And then the thing again, going back to the life and design, because especially homes that I love, because I love homes.
And they're very special. It's a different project. It's, there is the business, which is fine, and of course you want to create something that's
true.
appeals to the customer, but a home is something very personal, you know. It's
Exactly. So you really get into knowing. I mean, we were friends, so I didn't need that to get in. But still, you get to know even more.
Exactly.
Because if you do a home you have to live it. And for me, as a home is extremely important. It reflects who you are.
Yeah.
The way you want to live. This is why I created that breakfast room. Then you were like, breakfast room? Oh, nice, I like the idea. No, because we have a table in the kitchen. Why the breakfast and the dining room? Why an extra room?
Yeah.
Because luxury real, I believe, is space.
Yeah.
Space, especially here now in Hong Kong. Yes, you have a wonderful space here, but it's not a given fact, you know, space. In fact, you know, you have homes next door. If you had a home like this in Europe, it would be different, no?
No, I think also for me personally, it's also what you make out of the space. Of course, the more
Of
space you
course.
have is better, but I think that's where the creativity comes in, right? What do you do with space? You know, that's the how do I set it up so that I feel
Exactly.
not cluttered, but still it reflects my personality, and I think that is basically for me what the interior designer should basically be able to do: reflect the personality of the customer, and also be able to create a space where you feel happy to move around and where you feel happy to stay in. And especially in times like these, you know, if you have a space where you feel really comfortable and where you feel safe and where you feel home, where you have a positive vibe,
The
in that
belonging,
home,
no?
a belonging, I think that's important to create.
But the thing of the breakfast room, I wanted to highlight, because in theory, it's an extra thing that you can really
Yeah, we
no
could
need.
have used it any other way. Yeah.
But the fact that you have, you know, a room where actually you love that room, no?
Yes.
Because you have the view of the garden, which you have from the other rooms, but that's like a passage. And that passage, you make it important.
It's just a very nice start in the day, that room, because it looks out in the garden.
And we
it
actually
gives you-
had breakfast
Yes,
there,
yes.
you know, with
Yeah,
the thing.
no.
Nice. All right, so yeah, good, okay. And so the whole point of all of this, you know, me talking to you, is really to make and to have it for me as a memory as well of how my life is my job and my job is my life. There's no Sundays and nothing
Yeah.
for me. It's every day's work and every day's holiday.
Yeah.
So, and I love my life because of this.
Yeah, but I mean, I admire what you do, because you have not only you have the creativity, but you also meet so many different people from so many
Yeah.
different way of lives. You
Totally,
know?
yeah.
And I think that's very one of the most important things I like a lot about you is the compassion and the empathy you have for people, that you are able to pick up their emotions or where they're standing, and it's not about creating the most beautiful space and the most modern or whatever it is, because some people have that idea of, or if I hire an interior designer, then it needs to be the latest fashionable and needs to be glamorous for a magazine. But I think whether you feel then at home there or not, or even with the space in a business space, it is about either reflecting the idea of the product and the company, reflecting the values of the company, or reflecting your personal values and your personal lifestyle and your personal your ideas and where you're coming from. I think that's important, and I think that is a key for you, that you basically able to do that, to pick up the people where they stand, you know, they're emotional. That's
Yeah.
compassion, you know.
I
It's-
do
yeah.
feel, and I hope people
And it reflects in
understand,
your
yeah.
designs and in your ideas. So,
That's very beautiful.
yeah. So we are very happy with everything you've done for us, and
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you. Then we will have another catch up.
And many more projects to come, hopefully.
But even with our projects, you know, I said, you know, it's like
less trouble.
life and design.
Yeah,
so you now
exactly.
your life is life or design.
Yes,
So you know,
yeah.
we're open. All right. Thank you. I'm going to let you go because I know you have a lot of things to do.
Thank you.
Oh,
I hope
Thank
we
you.
did it well. But it was. See, as I told you, once
You see?
we are sitting here, I'm relaxed.
So it's
Yeah.
nice.
No,
Now we
it's,
need a little
yes.
vodka.
Yeah.
Or schnapps.
I'm serious. You want one?
I can't. I would. No, now I have to go to a meeting.